we actually had this argument with Joe about a month ago.
Oh,
Okay.
What is a reasonable amount of money to retire? Like when you say, like at the end of my career, let's say I played till I'm 32. At that much to not have to work again, what's the amount of money to retire with?
What was his argument?
So the argument started was they asked me, they said, Z, would you rather have 50 million and 3 championships, or 100 million and y'all ain't never win
no
shit?
chip.
100. Easy. You said to 50?
Yo, that's
Yeah, I need the fucking rings.
You can move to 50. You can't move to 50?
You can move to 50.
Okay.
You can move to 50.
I'm just asking.
Yeah, I need the
I
rings.
would rather have 100 though.
I'm rather have 100.
Yeah, I'd rather have
I
100.
understand.
What would you do? What would you do with the
I'm
100 that you
competitive
didn't do
as
with the
fuck,
50?
too.
Are
I'm
you gambling?
competitive as fuck. I'm sorry.
Oh, you're
Competitive as fuck.
Yeah.
But I can do more with the 100.
What are you doing more with the 50 than the 100 than gambling more? Like in terms of gambling, like investing more. Like what's different?
I mean, if you want to talk about generational wealth, everybody says it, but they don't want to do it. Like I can probably set up another guaranteed 8 generations with that money. And we know this, like the things that we can be able to do for family and friends, we can make their dreams come true. Now we can have the argument, is it a good return? Or will they always be appreciative? That's the other part people don't talk about. You can set up somebody and have the dream life and then they hate you for it later. Because they didn't manifest it on their own. That's a trade-off. But I mean, what's a good amount for retirement? Everyone's number's different. I mean, I think minimum 20.
20?
Yeah.
20 in the bank, 20 invested, 20 liquid, or just
either or.
20 all together with a portfolio?
20 altogether.
Okay.
That
give
was
you a
pretty
cushion.
much the argument that we was having because so first of all, 2 things. First of all, it's a lot of guys in this league, and y'all see them, they getting paid astronomical money, and they fucking hate that shit. Now, I get it. You know, we only play for 7 years or whatever, so guess what? You'll hate 3 years for 100 million, I guess, to live forever happy as hell when you after that, right? But that shit is terrible. This is your life's work.
Yep.
You invested everything in this shit. This shit ain't easy.
At all.
My body's still hurting. I ain't played since January 7th.
Yeah.
I still can't really turn my neck all the way. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm working through that bitch.
Yeah.
I ain't doing that shit to lose.
Yeah.
I
That's a good point.
I ain't doing that shit to come in second over and over again. That shit corny. We compete to win. That's why you out there. That's one. And then 2, I think there's a tangible value in becoming a champion that I think outside of the sport and people that's not necessarily haven't been in that position or seen people like that don't understand that. Like, that 06 Colts team, Reggie, Marv, Cato, Freeney, Peyton, like outside of the top guys like Freeney, Marvin, and Peyton, who faces are good everywhere.
Yeah.
Bro, you can forever get money in Indianapolis.
Absolutely.
Like when them dudes walk in the building, it's like a gold aura around
Jeff
them.
Saturday.
That whole 06, that whole
Yeah.
Glenn, shout out to Tart. That whole 06 team is just immortalized.
Yeah.
Forever because y'all brought the city a championship. Nick Foles, that Philly team, and Philly, bro, they're stamped. And especially if you get a championship in a city where you consistently make plays and make something happen. So it's like, yeah, you might be getting 100 million. I mean, 50 million is 50 million. We ain't gonna sit here act like it ain't. But multiple championships in a city that matters, I'm gonna take that because you're gonna be able to stretch that loan. You're gonna be able to make you're gonna be able to mix it. It's similar to like that 500K at a dinner with the Hov.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's like people think Hov might give you the joint, or you might just take that bread up right and do what you want with it.
Yeah.
So that's what I was saying. That's how the conversation started. But then it kind of flipped to like, well, how much money do you necessarily need to live comfortably and live forever? Because my whole thing was like, well, shit, is 50 million not a lot of money?
Yeah, 50 is a lot.
Yeah, 50 is a lot.
Yeah, 50 million.
Especially if you stay in the Midwest.
You know, bro, 50 million, not a lot of money, bro. Bro, you can't even really, bro. Those people making 300. Congratulations.
Yeah. It's still a lot.
My feet still deep in the sand.
12.
With the 50 in the crib?
Absolutely.
I don't know. With an extra 50, you can go buy a city. You know what I'm saying? You can really be immortalized.
That's a gamble.
That ain't what you mean?
I'm saying though, like when you're doing, obviously, you saying going to buy a city, there are different plays that you can be able to make.
You can go buy businesses.
It said 50 million, not a lot.
Yeah,
bro, it say a whole lot of ridiculous shit. Bro. I ain't gonna lie. It's my man. He also was trying to line me up with somebody, and I ended that too. But we ain't gonna.
He tried to set you up with Caesar?
Oh, hey, yo,
chill out.
He actually texted me.
Did he?
I got his number. I ain't never text him though.
Oh wow!
I'm glad.
Thank God.
Man,
I
you
thought about it though.
you been moving
Hey,
furniture.
chill out, bro. hey, chill out,
They've
bro.
been moving my furniture.
He took it,
Repossession.
he took the bait. I ain't taking the bait, bro. Chill out.
Chilling.
Nah, for sure. Nah, man, I ain't gonna lie, man. It's definitely been a great convo, man. I think it's super important for athletes and, I mean, people with this type of generational wealth, this type of money, man, just because to create good habits.
Yeah.
I talked to a couple of like Hall of Famers and stuff and at the Super Bowl and was just asking them, I'm like, man, like, I'm, looking, to come up on a, extension or whatever. How did y'all go about that? You know what I'm saying? When y'all got your first big bag, and how did y'all go about investing? One of the biggest things he said was budget. He was like creating a budget and creating something that you could at least stick to, a framework that you could at least be disciplined to. Because he was like, no matter how much money you make, I mean, if you ain't spending it right, it's going to go.
Absolutely.
So he was just like, look, man, just make sure that you allocating to certain things and you just keeping track of what you spending your money on. And I truly think like I be thinking about that now because, we got businesses off the field, from real estate to franchises to, I don't know. We got our hands in a couple of different things, investing in different companies and stuff. But like, it's like now that I gotten older in the league, it's crazy because like now when I buy the watch or I buy the bracelet, I'm really like, damn, I really could have put this bitch to the.
And something else here, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But I think you need both because the people.
You 100%.
You need both.
Because the neck got to match the wrist. That's just how that's got to be. Come on, man.
And that wrist crazy too.
Oh,
Yeah. Put it on camera.
Yeah, put it on. That's
Oh, work.
Is it trying to let the rolling breathe, but it's
Yeah.
high enough?
Hey, chocolate joint.
Hey, one thing that I did want to ask, but before we close out with everything, man, is that be it, but Market Mondays and things of that nature you're doing, it's heavy on the educational aspect. In terms of what we're doing, not more so in the college aspect, but just in schools, do you think that we're even teaching kids the right way in terms of how to invest, financial literacy? I know Shalice's Angels, I don't know, like I said, next year we tap in with that, but do you think that we're teaching the right way or the right things?
No, but the American education system after Rockefeller bought it wasn't designed to teach people to be better. It taught them how to work well inside a corporate. So if I'm a Rockefeller, yeah, the education system is perfectly designed to work in the way that it should be. I think it's up to parents and the guardians of our kids to teach them what's needed. Thank God we have the technology now to be able to have these conversations, Market Mondays, to be able to learn in different formats. But like the American education system was never designed to give us freedom.
So what do you think is the best way? Like you mentioned, my nonprofit, we host business academies. We every year we get 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th graders.
That's fine.
From Philly. We got like 3 different schools last year. I think we probably try to do 5 this year. Get them in my old high school in Philly. We get business owners from the city, from where we from, come in, speak on the challenges, speak on the different things that got them through and got them to success and how they learned and got into their businesses. Then the second day, we got a computer simulation I actually got from the University of Michigan.
Oh, that's fine.
When I went to an academy there. And it's basically, they go in groups of 3 and they basically teach, they are basically running their own coffee shop on the college campus.
That's fire.
And for the kids, it's like Robo-Blocks or it's like Mr. Miyagi. Yeah. But then afterwards, I'm talking about they dealing with things from insurance to wages to hiring workers to marketing. You create your own slogan and your own coffee cup and you compete and it's a competition too.
I love that.
How do you feel like it's good ways to like I guess teach and try to continue to educate? Because I'm big on that. Like I tell people all the time, like Walter Payton Man of the Year nominee, like for the work that we do. I don't really like football camps. Just because I just feel like, man, like just the access and the rooms that we've been in and the people we be around. If I'm going back in the hood and I'm only giving football, I'm crippling y'all. Yeah. I'm handicapping y'all because I'm reaching and I'm touching people who got 10 times as much paper than me, and I guess what? They ain't never ran down on kickoff. Yeah. And they ain't never gonna have to. So if I need you to give you those answers. The way I went through the hard way. You ain't supposed to do that. Yeah. So what do you feel like is the good way to like try to educate and teach the youth? Like
I think what you're doing, and then I always tell parents, be the change that you want to see. So for me, like, even with my son, I don't try and teach him a lot anymore. It's like one little lesson at a time. Also for parents too, when you're teaching them, give them a financial reward. Like when I went to the bank and took cash out and let my kid count money on the bed, what I taught him after that resonated so much more.
Because he was able to feel it.
Absolutely. And then also as men, especially if you have kids, you have to manifest the shit that you're telling them that they can do. So I can't tell my son he can do anything he wants to do, and I'm lazy. Like, this is why I'll make my rounds here. I'll go see Joe. Because then when he goes to school, it's like, oh, I saw your dad on YouTube. Like, even for him, he's like, oh, I want to meet Steph. Shout out to Nicole and JP Morgan. I did an event with Steph. I was dad of the fucking year.
Oh, yeah, you went crazy.
So now he's like, oh, I want to meet Kyson. I'm like, I don't know everybody, bro.
Now you trying to see how far you can
Yeah, I'm like, bro. But the fact I was able to do that one thing and then to see career progress and then make his life comfortable. We have to do the thing. Like, I feel like a lot of times parents may not have themselves together financially and they want to live through their kids' successes. Like, no, this shit got to start with you. But start with one little lesson per day. Even if you play Monopoly or Roblox, or even if we play Madden, I'm like, okay, loser got to get the other one $2, then we do push-ups. Great. Now he'll ride around and be like, okay, is Smoothie King publicly traded? No, but Starbucks is, and this is why. And teach one little thing a day, and I think it adds up.